That's better.
Let it rip.
Well, I want to thank you for coming down and meet with me today. I think that it's important for us to touch base once in a while, and I think especially the most timely topic going on right now, which is vacation rental. And as you know, Council has started a policy of enforcing vacation rental, setting a cap on the amount of bedrooms, and forcing the illegal vacation rentals to become legal, and those other people that are outside the cap or have to make a decision if they're going to be either vacation rental or, which is what is happening now, turning their vacation rental into a long-term rental, which is adding stock to the monthly rental situation in town, which I think is pretty critical.
Yes, it is. How many illegal vacation rentals are there in town?
Well, I'm under the impression it's in around the 80 to 100 number. What we've done is we've picked a number of 125 bedrooms, which represents 5% of the hotel rooms. So we've just come up with an arbitrary figure. There's more illegal bedrooms than there is for the cap. So that's what's forcing people to make a decision, and I think that there are some benefits to the process that we're going through. One is that it's making them legal, and two, it's also making people make a decision. Do they want to be in vacation rental or not? And some people are choosing not to. So we've had a case at the last public hearing where somebody was complaining about that they're being displaced, and their rental stock was being taken out. And that may be the case, but people have a right to manage their property the way that they want. There's a public process that they would go through, which is what's happened in that particular case. And but again, talking with staff and looking at what's unfolding is that we're actually finding that we're increasing the amount of monthly rental stock by forcing the issue on vacation rental. So I think that it's working, and I'm happy to see the changes that are coming.
Now, talking about rental stock, the rental stock situation, we have a lot of transients, so young people coming to town, they want to work here. There's often no place for them to stay. Is the city taking an active role or is it contemplating an active role in terms of dealing with that? Well,
there's a couple of different fronts that are being looked at right now, and the one that the city is taking right now is it's coming up with some kind of an incentive program that's been handed to staff to come up with incentives for regular residents in the town that may have, their kids may have moved out, or they may have a basement suite, or they could make a basement suite. And we're coming up with ideas on how we can encourage regular homeowners in town to add secondary suites in their house, whether it's basement suites or carriage homes or whatever. And so that's one of the programs. Of course, the other hat that I wear is chair of the Affordable Housing Society, and Housing Society is going through a bit of a change coming up, and I would encourage anybody that's interested in affordable housing that they could become a member of the Housing Society. Those members then will elect a board of directors, but we need to keep doing as much as we can for affordable housing. I think the province and the feds are more and more on board with that they have to become part of the solution. So I think there's opportunities out there. It's us getting a society together and coming up with what's our next affordable housing project and how do we put it together. That's the other thing. Kevin Dorius with Community Futures just had a meeting that he called together for the business community of that are having issues and problems finding employees and employee housing. So there's a couple of different things that are being looked at. The problem with creating housing is that you just can't snap your finger and create housing. So coming up with incentives for homeowners, the Affordable Housing Society with the projects that it's done, and hoping to still do Community Future, trying to band together the business community to look at them solving their employee housing as a joint package. So we do have things that are going on. I know that the vast majority of new houses that are being built in the town are all being built with extra suites, and they're putting those suites in because we're becoming more and more expensive place to live, and people are needing those things to help with their mortgage payments. And that bodes well for the homeowner. It bodes well for us as a community. We're in this problem, and it's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. It's a problem that it's because of our success, and we're a desirable place to live. We're a desirable place to come and visit. People want to come here and enjoy what we've all enjoyed for so long. So it's meeting those demands are the issue, and I think that as a community, we've always have a history of figuring out what our problems are and coming up with solutions. So I'm confident that we are always going to be making progress on affordable housing.
One of the keys to solving this is going to be money. You know as well as I do that affordable housing projects are expensive. Is there new additional provincial and federal funds out there? Or
both levels of government are recognizing that they have to be part of the solution. There's another input coming up early in the spring, where if we have a shelf-ready project, we could be applying. Columbia Basin Trust is a real good entity that understands the problems. I think that any housing project that we deem as the next project, I think that other levels of government, Columbia Basin Trust, possibly employers in the community may be banding together and putting a project together. But it's good to see that the province and the feds understand that they have to be at the table.
That's good. Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you, David.